All right, hello there. Got a nice pickup to show this time around. I have a few Facebook Marketplace pickups, one pickup from a store, but as you can see, I got some very nice old school stuff and some handhelds. So very happy about some of the recent pickups I've been getting, mostly through my Facebook Marketplace. It's nice to be able to meet someone and then afterwards go and check out local places. This first one was a white DSi, pretty good condition. Works just fine. This one has a little bit of staining on the buttons. Not too bad. I cleaned most of it off. I've already cleaned this set, but this was $30 for this. I had a copy of Pokemon Diamond, so kind of helped me justify that sale. These are both going to my collection, however, so continuing collecting the Pokemon, and that's another DS that I didn't have, so I was very happy to pick that up. And the next pickup was also another one I just happened to see. This one was $60, another blue DSi. Very nice. And both of these work just fine. Tested them out. This one did have a power cable with it. I put somewhere else already. But this one also came with some games, the Pokemon games. Got Pokemon White, Pokemon Pearl. I'm keeping both of those. Mario Sonic Olympic Games. And there was a full copy of Sonic Rush, which I'm also keeping. Just I was curious about it, so figured I'd hold on to that. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of amazing that I got two bundles and, you know, good price for what they had in them. But I'm not selling any of it. I'm keeping, technically I'm trading in that Olympic Games at some point. But everything else I'm keeping, so that was awesome to get. Kind of, like I said, continuing that Pokemon pickups, getting those, and getting more handhelds to add to the collection. On one of those trips, I did also go to a video game store that has they have kind of okay prices. They're the kind of place where, you know, everything's $7 just about, and then for other systems like Super Nintendo, everything's $10 and stuff like that. So that flat price can be good in some cases, but in some cases not. But I still picked up a few things that I needed for the collection. I picked up the Bible game. You know, so that was interesting. I guess it is basically like little games and trivia, but complete for $6, so it's not too bad. I picked up Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. I just picked up 3, so it was actually in my mind that I needed that still, and $5 seemed like an okay price for a complete copy of the game, you know. So happy to get that. I know there's a few other Onimusha games, but I have 1, 2, and 3 now for PS2. I also picked Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. I have one of the other Hot Wheel games, but very nice to add that to the collection for $4, which is pretty good. I did pick up one box game, Super Pinball Behind the Mask. It was a complete copy for $10, so it seemed like it was worth it. You know, I'm sure it doesn't go for much more than that. It's just a pinball game. I did already have the game, but figured why not get a complete copy and include a protector, so that's good. It's just one more from my box collection, so always happy about that. Let me go ahead and show the big one here. As you can see, this is another Facebook Marketplace pickup, but this one was kind of a long wait. The person that posted it, and I remember seeing it, is it was 18 games, and then it had this container as well with the 2 accessories, and I could have sworn they originally had maybe 150 or something like that on it, something super, super high like that, where I was like, I could add some stuff to my collection, but it's pretty high to be paying for that. The deal is actually better than I thought, so I might have probably should have done it, but they had reduced the price to 100, and then I messaged them asking oh, would you do 70? So I figured, well, they've had it for a while, so maybe they'll be willing just to get rid of it and give me a deal on it. And the person actually was like, well, if you can meet me at this place, then I'll actually do 60 and you can buy it. So it's like, man, I'm glad I messaged them. That really worked out for me. So I was happy to be able to go and meet them. It was a bit of a drive for me to meet them there, but that's fine. You know, for this kind of deal, it's totally worth it. Especially because I realize I'm adding a lot to my collection that I didn't even think I would be. But first let me show, they had a Nintendo Zapper. Pretty good condition, actually. But very nice there. And it had this kind of interesting, the Super Controller. So, you know, I guess you attach it and then you're able to use a kind of more of a joystick type thing. So maybe it makes it easier to do diagonal movements and stuff. Not sure if it's worth anything or if I'll keep it, but interesting little piece. The thing that caught me by surprise is this container. It looked like just a regular, like container you'd see for cassettes or something like that. I didn't realize actually that this is like a Nintendo container. Like the picture didn't really do it justice, but yeah, it has a Nintendo on the front, and see if I can show it here. It's got slots for games in there. Kind of a nice slot. I think it has 28. And you can see here, I'll pull this out a little more. It's got a nice little labeled, like, here's where controllers go, here's where a zapper can go. I think it says controller. Yeah, controller cords. It's dirty, but it's actually in good condition. It's not broken or anything like that. Just, dusty. I'm sure from sitting somewhere for a long time. So I was kind of amazed by that. I think I will keep it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I do have a similar like Nintendo 64 drawer that just holds games. Yeah, I might be keeping that just as kind of like a cool Nintendo container. But definitely kind of made the deal a little better since I wasn't expecting it. Okay, so let me go ahead and show the games, of course. It's the most important thing here. Get some more games for the collection. The stack on the left is all stuff I have, but I might keep some of these. There's actually quite a few manuals in here, as you can see. So first was Dr. Mario. Manual, very nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're actually all in really good condition. I imagine that this just sat in a closet somewhere for quite a while. Tiny Teen Adventures. Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. The manual. It's kind of nice, at least for the sleeves, that I can do something this where I just keep the manual with it on my shelf. That way, if I eventually do get a box, I know I'll have a manual for it. Golf. It's a Silent Service. Wheel of Fortune with the manual. Yoshi. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, actually pretty good condition on a lot of this stuff. Miss Pac-Man. Tengen Miss Pac-Man. This might be an upgrade. I think the copy I have is pretty beat up. So, happy to pick that up at least. But all this is stuff that's new to my collection, which I was happy to see. I didn't think there were this many that I needed. The first was Krusty's Funhouse. Got a sticker on there, but gonna be able to get that off. Very nice. There's Jeopardy 21st Anniversary Edition with the manual. Not a crazy title, but there we are. Tengen RBI Baseball. And I am kind of keeping the sports titles as I get them for some of the older systems like this, NES and SNES. Hollywood Squares, the manual there. Just another one I didn't have. Here's a nice one, Dream Master, Little Nemo. Master Capcom game. The manual is a little warped, as you can see, but it's alright. Got Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. Very nice. Here's the best one of the bunch, Kirby's Adventure. Sadly, no manual or anything, but definitely nice quality. And I didn't have it, so very happy to pick that up. Tom and Jerry. And finally, we got Twin Eel Romstar. Yeah. Which is interesting, because I think I did get like Twin Cobra or something similar to that recently. But yeah, to get another one for the collection like that with a manual is always nice. I mentioned it was $60 for all those NES games plus that's container on the accessories, so really very nice. I feel like I go in cycles where I get, something like this happens where I get a bunch of DS stuff and then I'll get a bunch of NES stuff all at once. The important thing is that I can get these nice deals and add a whole bunch of stuff to the collection, which is what I'm doing here with all these NES games that I have here now. So very happy about that. But that's all that I have for this pickup. Alright, the next deal here you're seeing is another nice Nintendo deal. I just got one with a bunch of games to add to my collection, and I saw another one online. It was $100 for 26 games, and then was able to get one more added on to make it $110 for 27 games. Something kind of unique. But of course, like I do, I went out to pawn shops in the area where I did the pickup in a flea market, and actually got some nice pickups there. I wasn't expecting anything, but I got really lucky and found some stuff, which is awesome. Okay, so let me go over those side pickups. The first was from a pawn shop, and this is the really amazing one. This is a pawn shop I've been to a bunch of times, and they usually have pretty good prices on like Wii, PS2, PS3, and stuff like that. Some of the older stuff they always have priced up, but really glad I went in because I got some nice PS3 games, and they were $3 a piece. So you'll see here, I got Jack Daxter collection. Very nice. The collections can usually be worth something. I got Fairy Fencer F. Haven't played that, but NES game, so it looks interesting. Be pretty good. We'll see. And these are all from my collection. Like, I'm not selling any of these. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. Very nice. This is missing a manual. Which that has Symphonia and then Dawn of Fate. Dawn of the New World, yeah. Which is like a Wii game. At least that's what I have it for as well. Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. I think I have played that Rune Factory. It's okay. But happy to get it again for the collection, the PS3. Trails of Cold Steel 2. Very nice. Played the first one on PC, actually. And Tales of Xillia 2. That was a nice one to find. I have the first one, but I haven't picked up a copy of the second one. So that was very nice to get. All for $3. Like, obviously someone just traded in their PS3 collection at this shop, and they had a bunch of, RPGs and stuff. So I was very happy to be able to just grab them for $3 a piece for the collection. I'm still collecting for PS3 on and off. I don't consider myself going for a full set, but I've been getting it really cheap, and to get like some nice titles like this for $3 a piece is awesome. Okay, the next one here is just some stuff I found at a flea market that I usually go to. They have some decent deals, and they actually have more than they used to of just collectibles vendors that will have a small game section and that kind of thing at a flea market. I don't expect to find an Earthbound or something for $3, but because obviously they will have looked up the price. But I can find common games, which is good. since I'm collecting for these sets. So I'm able to pick them up. And actually, 2 of these I'm selling, but the first one was a Shooter Starfighter Sandvin. It's just $3. PS1 game I didn't have. The cover on this, look, the CD says 20, but the cover on this, just, I don't know what that is, where it has the purple. It looks like it's some cheap game, but you know, I'm sure it's all right. Maybe. Anyway, I didn't have it. $3 is good. The Polar Express, didn't have that, so nice little PS2 pickup for $3. Why not? I went ahead and bought this Battle for Bikini Bottom. It is pretty destroyed on the cover. You can see in the back it's missing some corners. And it's no manual, just the game. So we'll see if that was worth it. I feel like the price on that has gone down, so that may not have been a super great purchase, but you know what? If it sells for like 10 or 12, I'll consider it a success. Here's another interesting purchase for sale is Beat Mania. I'll put this up. Good condition actually, but $2, and I think it's going for like 20 or something. So I was kind of surprised to see it. I'm not really collecting music games, but this one does tempt me. Just because Beat Mania is pretty interesting. But I probably won't keep it. I probably will just resell that, since my PS2 collection is big enough. With, you know, taking out all the sports games and all the music games, even without that, there's still like 1,200. I shouldn't say 12,000. That's not right. 1,200 games is I think is about what I have on like my count on my spreadsheet. So keeping any of these other like music or sports games, it's just like I can't do that right now. Maybe one day I'll go for the full collection, but it's enough right now to go for every game that's not one of those. So here you can see this was like I mentioned, 27 games for 110. So you know that works out to be about $4 a game, which obviously on some of the titles, not so great, but on some of the titles, oh, that's pretty good. But the biggest thing is that this stack is all stuff I already have, and this stuff is all new stuff. So that's a nice little stack to be adding, especially after I just added like 9 or 10 from my last pickup. So let me go ahead and go through the stuff that is not for the collection. There's 3 copies of Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, which is good actually, because they're great for, you know, if you get a regular Nintendo, and you want to sell it, they're great to bundle with those. So that's awesome. WWF WrestleMania, the top's a little coming off on there, but not too bad. Jordan vs. Bird. Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2. A little bubbly on that one, but not too bad. Elevator Action. There. Cobra Triangle. And a lot of these I just have in my collection already. Roger Clemens MPV Baseball, pretty torn up on the top, but it's alright. RBI Baseball, which I actually had just picked up from another set. Double Dribble, one of the few games that I have a box for already. Star Soldier, nice condition on that. Star Tropics, and Super Team Games, another one I have a box for actually. Pretty lucky to have gotten some pretty early on when I was collecting. Alright, and these are all games that I'm keeping in the collection. So I'm just really adding to that NES collection. I got California Games. Got Kung Fu Heroes. Nice. Werewolf: The Last Warrior. I feel like I've seen a lot of videos of that, because I think it's the game where you play as a regular person, but then every so often you can transform into a werewolf. It's like a side scroll. I think that's what that game is. Here's a good one. Excite Bike. Nice staple. Didn't have it though. There's a few sports games in here. Blades of Steel, the first one. The first Home Alone. Othello. Just a board game. Bump and Jump, which I feel like is... I'm trying to remember if that was a cartoon or what. I feel like it was. Battle Chess. There's a light gun game, zapper game, I should say. Shooting range. Nice. Another sports game, Harlem Globetrotters. Cool. Jack Nicklaus. Greatest holes of major championship golf. Greatest 18 holes. Okay. It's a bit of a long title, Mr. Nicholas. May I call you Mr. Nicholas? And here's kind of the interesting one that I was like, yeah, I'll pay a little extra for that. Tiles of Fate. I don't know if it's missing a top thing there, as it looks like it's one of those third-party Nintendo games. But yeah, it looked interesting. It looks like a Mahjong game, but still an interesting pickup. I don't think it's worth too much, maybe like $15 or something, but still interesting to add to the collection. That's all I had for this pickup. Just another great one where I found a nice deal on Facebook Marketplace. I was lucky enough to get first pick of it. You know, no one else had messaged him at that point. He said he got some messages after when we were talking about meeting up. But I was able to get some nice stuff for the collection and a nice little bundle. And then I got a few extra pickups, which were pretty good for a PS3 at least. So that's always nice.